Now a toss play, running left, it's Mixon. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
The offense is trying to test the edges of the perimeter of this defense, Mike, but the defense is just too quick to the ball. Total team defense, pursuit, 11 hats to the ball carrier. It's exactly what we saw here. Keep that gain to nothing.
They will work the middle with Mixon. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. They need 8 as they come up for third down. To throw, it's Stroud. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Josh Downs now on the return. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Colts offense ready to get back at it. The offense is a little slow to start percolating. 3-0 the score as they begin this drive with a 1st and 10. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. That's another quick first down, and that's a 25-yard gain.
Well, that's a heck of a 1-2 punch right there, and that's something that every offense stresses, the ability to be equally effective run and pass on any given snap. They follow up the successful pass play with a big explosive run.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Looking middle, and he's got downs.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
They'll spread the formation here. Let's see what the call is on 3rd and inches. They'll let Richardson run this himself. And they're going to get him down close to the marker. Was he able to reach the ball out? He did. Great spot and a great run. First down, 1st and goal.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
They'll run here with Taylor. From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he may have come back a little bit, and now it is 3rd and goal.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
They'll try and run. Here's Taylor. And he's going nowhere on this one. Met and dropped behind the line, and now it is 4th and goal.
That 3rd down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's 3rd down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have 4th down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
Gay's kick is good. And the Colts will tie the game at 3 apiece.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
From the 6, here comes a return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Texans offense ready to see what they can do. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And not much materializes there. He'll get this to the 35. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's Stroud. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie. On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the gun, Richardson completing this one to Downs. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. Open man. That's Alec Pierce. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now Richardson. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, You've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
Throwing on